how's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing great. Today we're going to head down to Heritage Station. It is in the downtown area of Huntington, West Virginia, and it's an old train depot that was built in the 1800s that still stands. It's been turned into shops, restaurant, a bakery. Used to be an old restaurant there, so we'll go in and take a look at that, and also an Airbnb. And I want to thank Tim McKenna for this suggestion. It is in the Heritage Riverfront section of Huntington. There's a park down there. There's Pullman Square. So we're going to try to look at a couple other things while we're there. We'll kill some birds with one stone. But talking about nostalgia, I'm standing in my mom's living room. You guys know she's passed away it was in May. And talk about a blast from the past. I want to show you around and you guys will get a kick out of this. How many of you all remember some of the things you're getting ready to see? Now, this furniture is authentic. It was, I remember when I was 2 years old, Dad had called an interior designer. They didn't have a lot of money back then, but the guy came from Ohio, and this is mid-century modern furniture. You can see that chair right there, right? So it is authentic. I think it's Broyhill Sculptra. The couch is Kohler, but enjoy the past. And I hope you'll join me down at Heritage Station. So I'll see you in a little bit. Well, we've made it down to Heritage Station. It's on 210 11th Street in Huntington, almost right in the downtown area. And it's used to be called Heritage Village, but before that, it was the B&O Railroad Depot. There was an old restaurant inside that I remember when I was a kid. It's now occupied by Nomada Bakery, and right beside it on the right is the Red Caboose, which is a gift shop. It was first constructed as a passenger depot for the Ohio Railroad in 1887, this very building, and it was purchased by the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, incorporated into the B&O system in 1901. The former freight house adjacent to the main building to the east was constructed in the 1890s, and the entire complex was added to the National Registry of Historic Places in 1973. In the 70s, after the consolidation of the B&O and several other railroads, they formed the CSX Transportation, and passenger travel moved to the Amtrak station downtown, and the old depot was converted into a shopping center called Heritage Village. In 2024, it's now an artisan retail destination and locally owned shops that's home to public events like the Heritage Concert Series and the annual Diamond Teeth Mary Blues Festival, named for the legendary blues singer born here in Huntington. In front of the main building are the remains and the tracks from the B&O line to Parkersburg, right here, upon which sits an original 19th century steam engine and a Pullman train car that can be rented out for public events. There's also a new bed and breakfast called the Chessie Room. It's housed upstairs of the historic Bank of Huntington building, which according to folklore is the easternmost bank robbed by the Jesse Younger gang in 1875. Okay, this is a plaque about the steam locomotive that we're going to go visit. It's number 10 steam locomotive and was built by the American Locomotive Company in 1924 and was used to haul mine waste from Rich Run Mine in Wyden, West Virginia, and retired from the Elk River Coal and Lumber in 1959 and moved to this present location in '77. It was placed on the National Registry of Historic Places on September 28, 2006. You just never know what you're going to come across. Isn't this beautiful? But I want to show you this building, and it says, "Was Jesse James here?" So let's go read what this plaque says. On September 6, 1875, this building was the scene of Huntington's first bank robbery. In Wild West fashion, 4 men approached the Bank of Huntington, 2 entered and exited with almost $20,000 stuffed in sacks. Then they began shooting up and down 3rd Avenue, the bank's original site. Rumor has it was the James Gang. You see the picture? The Bank of Huntington. Isn't that cool? You can tell it's an old building. They moved it from 3rd Avenue over here. But this is number 10. You can see it said number 10 on the door here. This thing's huge. Can you imagine traveling like that? The Pullman car around to the side, we're going to go around there and look at it. It's closed. And this is the Pullman car. And it said you could rent that out for activities, weddings, whatever. You can see the couches in there. It says closed. I'd love to go in. It's got Collis P. Huntington. He was the founder of Huntington on the side. That's amazing. See if I can like zoom in on one of the windows and see if you can see inside. Now, I just spoke to the lady, which is the ticket counter in there, but I want to just show you how beautiful. This was the train station. It's pretty. So you would sit here and wait for your train in luxury. Let's go on in. I want you to take a look at the ticket counter. And then we'll head on over to the bakery. Looks like there's a little train that runs above, up on the tracks. Look at the ticket counter. Carved wood, so pretty. Look at this old door. They have some old historic items here in the building. This is an old weight. I don't know if they were weighing luggage with it or what they would weigh, but it definitely had to do with the train station. But you can see it, you know how you move the little cylinder over and weigh things, but that's antique. Also, there's an old register here. Have an old oil lamp. We have one at home, but it's definitely not that ornate and much smaller. Old radios that used to be the staple of the house right before television. Everybody'd sit around and listen to that. Let's go take a look in at the bakery. I got a strawberry cupcake, and I'm going to taste it, and I'll let you guys know how it is. I hear this place is excellent. Well, the cupcake was good, but you know me, I am so picky. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's worth it. They were $3.50. The guy before me came and bought every cupcake but the one strawberry one. He bought all the chocolate and everything, so I didn't get to try that. I do have it all over my face, so I'm going to go in the bathroom and wipe it off. Okay, we're in the Caboose gift shop, and I just wanted to show you some of the things. Aren't these pretty? This is Appalachian glass made in America. Let's see, get a price. Like this one's $27 right here. They're also wind chimes.
It sounded like she just didn't know, like, in her role right now, at least, where she, like, stood and became like brought into it. And I'm like, I need that from you.
Got a lot of postcards.
And like step in when you hear.
Also, look at this. This is like pictures of Huntington. Look at the Greyhound bus station. It is so Art Deco, and it's still standing today. A lot of historic places here. This is the New River Gorge Bridge near Beckley. I talk about it all the time. I've not been there because I can't find it. I always get lost. They have patches. And candles. There's also some Blanco glass from the Blanco Glass Company, famous glass company in Milton, West Virginia. So pretty. And then jewelry. The gift shop is not complete without jewelry.
Which I say something to that. I'm like, no, I should. I don't know if I should.
Find your Appalachian history. So they have books here from all over Cabell County, Huntington, and around West Virginia if you're interested in that. Now this is just one of the shops here, Full Circle Gifts and Goods, established in 2016. Let's go up the ramp. Oh, there's another train. This is the back of the train station. And then it looks like they have a hair and nail studio and also Gumbo Stop Cafe, which is gumbo. And then there's the Park and Rec is here as well. Look at this old platform when the trains would pull up and people would walk out and get onto the train. Isn't that something? Love it. I'm so glad places like this still exist that we can visit the past. Pullman Square is right next door and Harris Riverfront Park is across the street on the Ohio River, and we will come back and visit those places. I didn't want to make the vlog too long today, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and if you're enjoying the videos, I would love it if you would subscribe and ring the bell. It'll let you know when I put on more videos and content. And again, thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Until I see you again. Bye.